Hi, I'm Bill Laberis, Editorial Director of the Enterprise CIO Forum, and I'm joined today by Woody Hall, who was CIO of General Dynamics Information Technology, and we're talking about the transformation of IT. Woody, thanks very much for joining me today.
Thanks, Bill. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, Woody, over the years, you've both observed and taken part in the evolution of IT over many years in the business. If you look out, let's say, 3 years from now, what's different about the role of IT in the enterprise versus what you see here today?
I really see three dimensions that are evolving. One is, I think enterprise IT staffs are becoming more focused on infrastructure and less on applications. And I think that's largely because we're using more COTS, more commercial off-the-shelf applications. We're starting to outsource some application support to third-party specialists who, particularly in the area of human resources. And what that means is we worry more about connectivity. We want to make sure the communications and the networking and the data stores are running efficiently and cost-effectively. I also think that we're seeing more emphasis on mobile computing as opposed to fixed IT. Now, certainly the preponderance of our folks are working out of an office, whether it's ours or the customers, but we're seeing a lot more mobility in how we do work and how people move around and their need to stay connected back to the enterprise. So mobile applications and mobile platforms are a bigger part of what we do. And thirdly, I think we're becoming more of a business partner, less and less viewed as the technical gurus and more as the internal consultant on how you use IT to differentiate the business. So I think those are the three things that I see changing over the midterm.
So a greater focus on infrastructure, much greater focus on mobility, and obviously tightening the bond between IT and the business. What are the central or core business drivers of this transformation as you see it?
Regardless of what business you're in, we're in a service business, we're IT services. You have to differentiate yourself. You have to give your customers a reason to pick you as opposed to a competitor. And what that means is whether you're a product company or a service company, you've got to get to the market first with any new offering. And so our job really is to help the business leverage IT to do that, whatever that means for your business. And so it's about speed, it's about cost, and it's about providing a value that someone else doesn't provide and trying to do that before other people.
Okay, so it's part of the IT as an enabler as much as anything else for the business.
Right.
What core and broad technologies or solutions do you think are going to underpin this transformation of IT?
Several. Foremost, I think, is mobile computing. Both mobile apps and mobile platforms are changing the way we think about doing work, how we communicate, how we access information. Cybersecurity is another one. I think how we go about defending our infrastructures is evolving. It's more about being able to monitor and detect threats and to respond to those in a more surgical way, and not so much about a totally defensive strategy, which is what we tended to do in the past. And then virtual desktop, I think, is a third one. And that's really about trying to get the applications off the desk, back in the data center where you can secure them and control them better, make sure the updates and the patches are done in a timely way. And it also reduces the cost of support because you can support it remotely from a data center or an operations center, and not to have so many technical folks deployed in the field providing that desktop support.
So once again, the only constant in IT is constant change.
That's right.
Woody Hall, CIO from General Dynamics Information Technology, thanks very much for joining me today.
Yes, my pleasure.
And I'm Bill Laberis from IDG saying thank you for joining us as well.